It's just inexpressible. I want to revive them all, kick them hard in the face, and let them go back to the graves. What the point of having such a luxurious funeral? Helga Pirogova, deputy of the Novosibirsk City Council, on Twitter.
This is how Novosibirsk deputy Helga Pirogova reacted to the funeral of Russian soldiers. Her colleagues found the post unpatriotic. Pirogova soon deleted the tweet, but now the Investigative Committee of Russia is checking her posts. Deputy admitted that the text was too emotional, but insisted that it did not carry any illegal messages.
I was shocked that the relatives of the killed occupiers were not grieving, but delighted that they had been given a nice funeral with a plentiful feast. My tweet with that screenshot was about how people are so driven into poverty that they are not happy about a live human being, but about a fine banquet. Such an occasion. Helga Pirogova, deputy of the Novosibirsk City Council, in a commentary for Siberia Realities.
The Russian law enforcement officers see the protest activity also in chess. The author of the protest Moscow State University Telegram channel, Dmitry Ivanov, who is being held in the Matroskaya Tishina detention center for calling Russia's war against Ukraine a war, in a post, wrote a letter to a friend. It contained solution to chess problems, which the censors of the detention center found to be suspicious.
Censorship, by the way, works slowly but surely, sometimes even too much. So, in one letter from a friend I received a couple of chess problems written in standard notation. I took the board, put the pieces, moved them around a bit and wrote the solution in my reply letter. But it wasn't easy. The vigilant censor spotted the chess notation as a cipher and carefully blackened it out. Dmitry Ivanov, detainee in the Matroskaya Tishina pre-trial detention center, in a comment for Media Zona.
Wikipedia was also under threat of being blocked in Russia. The reason was the articles about the full-scale military invasion of Ukraine. The Federal Service for Supervision of Communications, Information Technology and Mass Media saw them as spreading fakes about the actions of the Russian army. Since July 20th, in all search engines, Wikipedia has been required to be marked as a site that violates Russian law.
On July the 20th, Roskomnadzor, the Federal Service for Supervision of Communications, Information Technology and Mass Media, wrote on its website about the so-called fakes related to the actions of the Russian army in Ukraine, in which it allegedly caught Wikipedia. In fact, they sent us a notice referring to the so-called law on degrading, because the Wikimedia Foundation did not open a legal office in Russia. It is this law that can oblige Russian search engines to put a plug. I don't think that this will somehow affect the demand for Wikipedia from users. Stanislav Kozlovsky, Executive Director of Wikimedia Russia, in an interview with Meduza.
Russian human rights activists link such a witch hunt with the Kremlin's desire to intimidate Russians who disagree with the actions of the authorities and oppose the war.
Задача властей в данном случае...
The task of the authorities in this case is to try to completely shut down, to destroy any kind of dissent. In a fascist state, everyone must huddle up to the leader in a united effort. And in this sense, the Russian authorities are cleansing the remnants of a free society.
In pursuing this goal, the Russian authorities are overstepping one of the pillars of the law as such, the non-retroactive nature of the law. For example, a Moscow court charged the New Times and its editor-in-chief Yevgenia Albats with a fine of 670,000 rubles for allegedly spreading fakes about the war in Ukraine. The articles with such information had been published even before the relevant law was passed. Reported by Roman Smoler, Danilo Kobza, UATV News.